So it appears Seeker knows about Lammy.
Do you know Lammy Haskell? What can you tell me about him?
I remember him well. A strange little boy. Quiet. Bright, though. Not like his father in either respect.
You remember him better
Slam.
than you remember the others.
Yeah, well... You notice the strange kids when you're a strange kid yourself.
Yeah, we tend to cluster in groups.
I'm curious. What do you think of the nightmare yourself?
I think the nightmare is the child of our father's iniquities. And of our own sins, too.
Do you admire it?
I fear it. But I accept its wrath. As I accept the rain. And New Eden surely deserves the flood.
Nobody likes this place. So Seeker recognizes Lammy, if not one of her own, then someone like us. Lammy, what have you got yourself into? Alright, hey guys and gals, welcome back to Ghosts of Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. I almost did the title backwards. Ghost of New Banishers of Eden. Dervell with Ferret Studios, and let us go check out on our new friend Lammy. I just like saying his name. It reminds me of the Dalai Lama from Animaniacs. What is wrong with my pronunciations today? Did I have a stroke? So I went back to Seeker's house to stock up on some of the rarer stuff I'm having a hard time finding. So I can get some more gear up into the upper tier categories. A rifle does a shit ton of damage now. But it turns out Seeker knew Lammy as a kid, and he was a little odd for a Puritan. Okay, so this is the abandoned house. Fly a Garrick? Bulletproof, eh? Maybe I'll try to help Lammy out, see if I can get him to hide from his father. Change history a little bit, let's see if, make America pagan again.
Hell's balls. What happened here?
Something's emanating from under there.
No wonder this place is off limits.
Okay, what's emanating from underneath there? Oh, hello.
He likes us, mate.
They never learn, do they?
Ow.
You shouldn't stay in there.
Stay there. Oh, headshot. Something's over there. Mushrooms. Say one thing, it makes it easier to get all those higher tier equipments when you don't really need a lot of the ghost stuff anymore.
One of these must be Lammy's hideaway.
Is it here? Smart man, not hiding behind the boxes. I hate these fucking vines.
Lammy, you here?
Can you find a way around the locked door?
Lammy, this is the last chance I'll give you. Come out with your hands up. That was a warning shot, unless you were behind that window, and then you're dead. The second warning shot, unless you're behind that window. Hey. Book on herbalism.
You were studying botany. Why botany?
There's a lot of people that were accused of being a witch were more likely just people who knew about herbs. Sadly, they were killing the people that would probably help them the most. Key to the lamentation chest.
The incisions are clean. The precision of an expert.
There's magic here, though faint.
This reminds me more of taxidermy than magic. Oh, yeah. Notes on ravens. This is nothing's wrong here. This place is even more fascinating than I imagined. So many unanswered questions waiting to be answered. Monsieur Roulet was right. The tragic history of the old mill. I shall go there. I shall do my work there, unmolested by suspicious and unscientific neighbors. Yeah, this sounds like a kid who's interested in science, not magic. My dearest Lammy, it is always a great satisfaction to talk to you again. I love your enthusiasm and wit. You remind me of myself when I was your age. So eager to know more about the great mysteries of our world. Of all worlds. I only wish I could have stayed longer, but I must go back to Providence. Until then, here are some quick notes I throw to you to quench your thirst. Some of the meager research my humble self has been able to gather with time and patience. I believe it is only fair to admit we know nothing concerning the dreadful, Arallu? The dreadful Arallu. Only the rarest writings to talk about. Is it the mythicized hell only the boldest dare to travel to and come back alive? You were like Orpheus. Ready to cross the forbidden waters and bring back the only fiancé we really cherish. Knowledge. Oh god, how long is this fucking letter? Well, there was no telephone, so this is all written like a book. Filler. Last week, while I was on investigation on my own, I have clearly noticed some very peculiar vibrations coming from an ancient mill located above a cliff by the seaside. Quite a creepy place, if you ask me. If you were to investigate further into the possibility of finding a threshold to the mythical Arallu before we meet again, this could be the place to start. Until we meet again, my boy! Yours, Etienne Roulet.
Arallu. Mean anything to you?
Not a thing.
Perhaps once more of a mill. I guess we found him. Nothing incriminating. Yet.
Remember what we found at Caleb Watson's? Maybe we're not looking in the right place. If I had something to hide, I might hide it in an abandoned mill.
So we're on the right path. I guess let's deal with the vines.
The roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick. Red, I can't manifest anymore.
Oh, goody. We can't even go in here. Okay, so I have to take out the ghost catchers first.
I can't, Rory.
Well, that's the first time she's called him by his real name. How the fuck am I supposed to get that?
That's why they pay me good money.
Wards. I'm going to need a hand here.
If I can get to the goddamn thing.
I am warded. I cannot.
I find it interesting they're so easily to decry someone using magic and witchcraft, but what
Just
the
me, or
I felt it too.
or half of what the Banishers are doing would be considered evil works of Satan.
I feel like a bloody target practice.
Take that.
Let's get back up.
Ow!
Careful. They mean business now.
Woohoo! Red's doing some damage now. Almost looks like an earthquake happened here. Oh yeah, all that was just to come around to start again.
why a mill?
Away from the village. Perfect for his research. Perfect to hide secrets.
He's not out here for pleasure, that's for sure.
You don't know that. He could be experimenting in other things. Maybe he's making a funnier hat. Oh, here's a nest slit. I can't snipe him from here, can I? Nope, he doesn't give a shit. Alright, let's...
Spectres have gathered around. Why not force them to appear?
Gavamarcas and Alice.
Look to me. Don't let that spectre get to the core.
I don't want to know what that thing looks like when it possesses something.
More fun. I can handle this on my own.
Woohoo!
Ready and waiting.
Whoa! How the hell do I get there? It's only the second one I've found in the entire game. So what's my health up to now? 362. I definitely went on a high damage, high health build. Seeing more and more of those big blobby motherfuckers. There's the windmill. And another one.
Red.
I think we'll just avoid you.
Did we miss a few?
Probably. Can I even... Nope, that's not even an option. I can't even...
You're within gun range.
Wait a minute, wouldn't these ghosts not be able to function? In theory. That's right, come over here.
Don't let it crush you. It's about to shoot.
Piss off. Die, you bastard!
Wards. Think you can fend for yourself?
I've been doing it now.
I'm with you once more.
Keitha Atherton's cache.
Beware. Wards. Wards. I'm going to need a hand here.
It's in here. Yeah, that wasn't the way.
The sea is restless. Perhaps the Kirin Crowan awaits.
The who now?
Sea serpent. Known to eat 7 whales for dinner.
There's one off the coast of Cuba too. Luska, we call it.
Is it big?
Big enough to sink a galleon. It has tentacles.
Your wee squid sounds interesting, aye, but I'd lay money on big bad snake.
I have to look that up. I wonder if that's a cultural crossroads for the Scottish. Because northern Scotland and Ireland were repeatedly invaded by the Vikings. We were long gone by this time, but I'm wondering if that's a little bit of a cultural remnant. Because that sounds a little bit like, fuck, I just spaced. The Midgard serpent. Jorgumundir. That's it. Hey! Getting a pretty good shot with this thing.
What should we expect up there?
A gateway to the mythical Arallu, whatever that is. Otherwise, terrible tragedy, dark doings, sick secrets, and a wild guess.
Bitter Purge. What's in this? And banish points increased by 20%. Still, none of this is ever as good as the stuff you start the game with. At least not in the end game, or you know, as much health as they give out, as much armor as they give out. So that's a pretty sight, isn't it? I've never been to New England, so let me know in the comments, does it look even remotely like this? Yeah, we're getting close to Lammy's hideout.
Looking at this is giving me the willies. Is it cursed?
Nope. I need the little dollies before I can get that one. That's a long way to go just to do some accursed magic stuff. I am not even remotely going the right way. Alright, time to focus. Time to get back on the main. Already have to edit out enough of this as it is. Besides, all those cursed chests have us
Something
gear.
has me. Wards.
What?
Away with you! Aye.
Beware. Wards.
Alright, let's look into Lammy's laboratory. Ah, safe spot.
looks derelict. Is he really in sight?
Probably not.
If you need a rest, this place is as good as any.
Also, since we got that nest slit, I'm wondering if I can upgrade anything else. Nope. Of course not. I needed a scourge. That's what I needed. I get a scourge slit, or accretion, I can upgrade this twice. I need to kill a lot of scourges. I need to kill a lot of scourges. Alright, let's move on. Alright, Lammy, you in there?
Take care. The place is warded.
Not for long it isn't.
I'm with you once more.
Oh, there!
We Lammy. Oh.
Guess we're not going that way.
There should be a way up here.
Something's here.
Hidden.
You get a silencer on this thing. Okay, now what? Oh, I was supposed to go out the other way. Ooh, this is really high up.
What hides here in the dark? Come out, come out.
Wherever you are. I was not mistaken about the hidden potential in this region. The veil between Arallu and our world is particularly thin, and therefore conducive to breaches. The mad ambition of a couple proctor only serve to crack this already existing fragility even further. Poor amateurs. They are now punished for eternity. However, thanks to their efforts, I was able to gain a great deal of knowledge about Arallu and succeed where everyone else has failed. I requisitioned the help of Haskell's son, who, unlike his stupid father, has potential and therefore can be of great use to me.
This relay lad seems dangerous.
His apprentice seems to be following him down the same path.
Book of Lesser and Major Affirmations.
Is this one familiar to you?
Yes. In this book, you'll find the ritual of the Lesser Palingenesis.
I guess no one warned Lammy that grimy reincarnation rituals were not without risk.
More ghost wards. Someone was being extra careful.
I can wait no longer. Father may preach or lull about with his selectmen friends in town, but words will not save these people. We have the power and duty to act, not to cower with fear for our reputations. Father has always feared the loss of reputation to the point of abandoning his craft, leaving me to learn it in secret. Wait, his father?
He doesn't speak well of his dad.
Did he seek power? Was he hoping to step out of his father's shadow?
If he did, he went the wrong way about it. Looks like Lammy was trying his hand at translating the ritual into common English.
This is poor work, as we suspected. No wonder the ritual he spawned for Caleb from those botched words of power went wrong.
We need to get to the top floor. Bet we'll find something.
What is wee little Lemmy doing up here?
I take the heart, you take the roots. Red, come look. More magic muckery. What exactly was he up to?
It's just a lift. Why is this mechanism so complex?
Agrippa.
That book. Again.
The Agrippa. That's not good. Not good at all.
What level of not good are we talking about exactly?
This book promises eternal life, but the promise is a trap. Let's hope it hasn't been used.
Oh, that's a really short cooldown.
Quick and precise. Well done.
Amulet of Acalair. Nah.
No crank. Great.
He tried to hide his presence from something dangerous. Something related to the Agrippa.
The crank. Good. The lift should work now. This is more serious than we thought. I'm apprehensive. Not just because we're going underground.
We'll be careful. We don't know what Lammy was up to. And the signs are not encouraging.
Just as long as there's not another big monster. Yeah, at least it's well lit.
You know, I could get to like it underground. The darkness, the gloom, the cool air.
Really?
No, not really. Not at all. The heart's yours. The roots are mine.
The fuck is that?
Hellspawn. Another sorrow used as a guardian. Enjoying the target practice.
Like you need it.
Alright, let's go. That's going to be our boss fight for this mission, or this part of the game, I guess. Well, I didn't do anything.
Destroy the pillars before anything else. Careful!
Gotta find the pillars first.
Ready and waiting.
You'll be free soon enough, you bastard.
Oh, I missed.
Incoming.
Alright, where's the last one?
There's a tough one. Time to release these poor souls. Eyes peeled. Quicken yourself.
When all this is
over, I might retire.
You'd miss it. You know you would. You need to see this.
Where are you? Yeah, and those void splinters, you can't hurt any of the ghosts until you deal with the void.
Dead animals, again. Different symbols and magic. Seems they were used as bait. Is this how we got through the Sorrow's vigilance? Off we go then.
Oh, we have to go into the breach now. Oh, he's trying a resurrection ritual. On who, though? His mother, maybe? Breeding breaches? Alright, I guess we're going into Arallu.
So, here we are.
I suppose now we step into the void.
Suppose we do. Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. Lammy can't be far.
The inkwell.
Red, I can't manifest anymore. Ghost wards.
It's awfully calm. Why is it awfully calm?
Probably because of the ghost wards.
Wards work well enough. You didn't need to kill so many birds.
Demonologists use necromancy. Maybe he thought he'd bring them back when he was done. Take care. The place is warded. A ward restrains me.
Probably a bad idea to take those down.
Spectres. They haven't noticed us. Stay low.
But they're guarding something. They're around the birds. They're attracted to the... Ooh.
Wards, you're on your own.
Careful now.
As long as we don't get too close, they don't give a shit about us. Damn it, Lammy, where the hell are you? This is a bad idea in the monumental history of bad ideas.
Creepy hideout. The Governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
This one's different. Looks like it died diseased.
Ghostly apparitions can be controlled or at least shepherded.
This is some dark, sideways magic.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Sometimes I worry about you.
The fuck is that?
What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It's a good rule. I
It may
like that
lead
rule.
you to the void. So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk. A Banisher ghost. Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me? Never mind that. Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old in here.
Were you stuck in here?
In the Arallu. Originally, I was searching for the source of the poisoning. I may have overestimated my talents. Still, an amazing place to be stuck in, no? Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill? Did you use a decoy?
We fought it. Don't change the subject.
You fought it? Of course you did! A good thing, too. I was starting to think it was wise to me tricks. Oh, but I have so many questions.
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh. Oh. Of course.
We must talk of Caleb Watson. Why in the hell would you give him a resurrection ritual?
Ruth's death hit poor Caleb hard. He was alone, and so I would often stop by his workshop. We talked. He took a keen interest in my studies and was a good listener. When he learned that she could possibly return, he had one question. How?
You saw his grief as an opportunity to test the effects of the lesser palingenesis.
Oh. You know the ritual too? Amazing, isn't it?
I've studied it. The actual ritual. Not the mangled version you gave Caleb.
Yes, and I'm sorry. I found it in a copy of De Occulti Philosophia by Cornelius Agrippa von Nettesheim. A remarkable book.
I've met my fair share of illustrious occultists, and none owned an authentic Agrippa. Much is lost in translation or altered in the printing. I doubt your copy is an exception.
Of course! The power is in the words, and mine were wrong, so the power went awry. How very fascinating.
Kid, you're a little deluded.
You mistake foolishness for audacity. You must mend your ways.
Surely the acquisition of knowledge cannot be a sin.
Will you still say that when Pennington accuses you of witchcraft? You must remember Deborah.
Miss Comenius. Yes, of course, I remember.
Your father tasked us with an investigation. One way or the other, we must return with the mystery solved.
Ah. I think I understand what you're saying. I might be in a tiny little bit of, danger.
Not tiny.
You see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden rituals. Who are you really?
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact a true pursuer.
That raises more questions than it answers.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the world or scratch upon its surface? Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning and see where I already stand. Amazing, no?
Are you a demonologist like your father?
More or less. Less, more so. My father sees occultism through the eyeglass of his faith, but I know better. So, more so?
If you don't share your father's faith, what do you believe?
I believe in the afterlife. The proof is about us. And if the void embodies eternal despair, there must too be a place of hope. But where, I ask myself, where?
Your father is convinced a witch poisoned his well. Caleb Watson was cursed by a ritual you gave him. I'd focus if I were you.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of God's work.
Aye, I can imagine your father saying that.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir. Then, of a sudden, the books were forbidden. So I stole them, the very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy. I understand them where he does not. I did no wrong, apart from a little theft.
You've studied demonology. Did you do it alone?
When my father forbade me to continue, I confess I disobeyed him in secret. Those big books were very boring until they were forbidden. Suddenly I could not get enough of their secret knowledge. Funny, eh? More recently, a good friend of my father showed me that I had only been scratching at the surface.
Who was your father's friend?
An itinerant Frenchman who often visited New Eden in recent years. He called himself a true pursuer. As a thinker, he was prolific and profound. My father was so proud to be included in his discourse. For him, knowledge is the ladder to greatness, and greatness is the prize. To me, knowledge is itself the prize.
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now, at first, I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Arallu taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is everywhere.
Can you prove that? Where's your evidence?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, may reach the frontier and then go beyond. I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Yes, we learned of it in Fort Jericho.
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the Arallu. Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. And I believe I have found its source. There is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the true source of the Harrow's poison. It carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a loss of control over my limbs.
Confusion, paralysis. Can you tell me more?
I felt my movement slowing, my thinking too. Space seemed to thicken. But wait, what if it was not space thickening, but time slowing? In recent months, many in New Eden have spoken of similar feelings, of lost time, hours untrackable, days passing unremembered. Who knows how the Arallu disturbs the minds and bodies of women and men? Unfortunately, I cannot reach the source. The Arallu is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving, changing, reshaping itself. The isthmus, for example. I found an oozing crack in the ground. The terrain then remade itself, and I can get to it no longer.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through and take a look at that source.
Would you? That would be splendid. Would you mind taking notes?
It looks like we're going to fight blobs.
Let's go take a closer look at that ooze then.
And with that sorrow gone, I can leave. Do be careful. My home is your home. If you need anything, help yourself.
The Arallu is not your home, Lammy. But thank you.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, kid.
Pardon my morbid enthusiasm, Mistress Duarte, but could I ask you a few questions?
What do you wish to know?
Do you still need to eat? Do you feel hunger? Sorry, it's just, you're the first ghost I've met, in person, as it were.
I don't eat. Not in the way you do.
What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void.
Oh, Lammy. Watch your way out.
Antea, we should get going. So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
The more powerful the loose cannon, the more dangerous it is. I don't know if the paralysis and confusion applies to me, but I feel strange, and I suspect the ooze.
Only one way to find out.
I just had this thought, is like, if this isn't the afterlife, I'm wondering if this is like extra dimensional.
Oh, God. I need a wee bit of help here. Well, that was not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
Do I get mutant superpowers
Red,
now?
I can't manifest anymore.
Okay, nothing there.
Beware. Wards.
Why did I need to go up there?
A ward restrains me.
I gotta find it first.
I can't help you.
Where is this fucking thing at? It's green and glowing. How can I not see it?
Wards. I'm going to need a hand here. Wards. I'm going to need a hand here.
Okay, this is gonna be a little bit till I find this fucking thing.
Wards. Think you can fend for yourself?
I didn't like that noise. Lammy, where'd you hide these fucking things?
I can manifest now. Did we miss a few?
Don't let it crush you.
It oozes through the breach, suppurates like a festering wound.
How delightful.
Let's see what lies on the other side.
Watch that be the actual well.